I want to talk a little bit today about something I've been thinking about is the difference between reaction and proaction. We live in a time where everything is coming at us constantly without us even knowing it sometimes. And we are always in a position that we have to react. We don't have time many times to sit and think about how we want to act or be proactive about what we might see coming down the pipe. We're not sure, and we're conditioned in society that we know something's going to happen, and how do we react to it? If we knew what was going to act, and then we took time to be proactive in our thought process and our planning and in our strategy, that would reduce so much depression and anxiety that I think we as a society feel. Things are thrown at us constantly from the left, from the right, literally and figuratively. And, we have to react. And it's stressful. Uh, and I often wonder how much of that is brought upon ourselves. How much can we sit back every day, every morning when we're journaling, meditating, and kind of come up with what might be happening today or this week as we're planning our day and we plan our week. I know I sit around and look at calendars and try to figure out my schedule for the week on Sunday. And I'm not sure I always do a deep dive in order to figure out like what implications from the schedule I'm seeing exist, what repercussions from any emails or communications from the previous week, uh, may roll in and fall into the next week. If there are some, how do I plan for them? How do I react? But also, I think also we also spend too much time thinking about what might happen and how we'll react to it, what someone might say, and how we're going to be quicker than they are. We're going to be ready for them. We're going to be standing on attack, and that builds up a lot of unnecessary stress and anxiety that we don't need and that we can have some control over. We just have to take the circumstances and take the data we have and kind of apply what we've experienced in the past to it and how it's turned out in the past and how we might turn out, this week or next week. Uh, we need to do whatever we can to reduce that unnecessary stress that society thrust upon us, and many times we thrust upon ourselves. It's much better if we can be proactive in uh, circumventing or preempting what's going on in our lives or what might go on in our lives. It As I sit here Sunday and I'm thinking, what my schedule this week, deliverables, travel schedule. It's busy, and but I've tried to take a look at it and do a few preemptive strikes today to try to make things a little smoother, a little less stressful that case, and we'll see what happens. But I am trying to quit sitting around worrying about the what ifs, because the what ifs might end up being the what nots, and more times than not, they are the what nots. And we uh, really should should strategize and plan for what we know, and try to figure out the best positioning that we can put ourselves in uh, each day, each week, and the time to come. Or otherwise, the stress it becomes paralyzing. The depression is like a noose, and the anxiety are like handcuffs that paralyze us and put us in a position that perpetuates the unknown and the anxiety that comes with it. Uh, I've certainly felt paralyzed in those circumstances before, and they're I know good and well that that's not the last time that they'll happen. So I encourage you, as well as I'm, sitting here thinking to myself, uh, that we need to just be a little more in tune with our, um, whether it be our personal life, our professional life, spiritual, any of those aspects. And the more we can be proactive and prepared, the better off we are for that situation of those around us. Um, anyway, always subscribe below and like the video. God bless you, and we'll talk next time.